Yonti Bahat's Extreme Simulations company trains Israeli security forces to respond to military and terrorist attacks using mannequins and rubber body parts. But no simulation could have prepared Bahat, a 48-year-old Israeli reservist paratrooper, for being critically wounded in Gaza in the war against Hamas. He was hospitalized for 6 months after his shoulder and lower leg were shattered. Now he has begun the long process of physical and psychological rehabilitation at Beit HaLochem, the soldier's house.
A very important part of the rehabilitation is the hydrotherapy. There are many things that water help to start doing or to do better and so on. And it's also good for the mind.
The Israeli army says that more than 10,700 soldiers have been wounded since the war with Hamas in Gaza began almost a year ago. 1/3 of those are suffering from trauma, while more than 1/3 have damage to their limbs, including nearly 70 amputees. The head of the Tzahal Disabled Veterans Organization, Idan Kleiman, was himself paralyzed from the chest down when he was shot fighting in Gaza in 1992. He says that improved medical services on the battlefield, like combat paramedics performing emergency surgeries under fire, have saved many lives compared to previous wars. But many soldiers who survived suffered very serious injuries. Kleiman says that budgets for expanded rehabilitation facilities have increased by 30%.
We saw people lose two hands and one leg, 2 legs and 1 hand, and still keep living and coming to the hospital and surviving these injuries. The people who were paralyzed and the blind and the people that had injuries and very, very hard had injuries. So the challenging, the doctors challenging, our facilities and all our staff challenging people that so badly wounded that we didn't even recognize before.
Israel is in the forefront internationally at treating wounded soldiers using high tech to make prostheses for amputees and for innovative rehabilitation techniques using virtual reality. Intensive rehabilitation therapy, both physical and psychological, is essential for wounded combat engineer Erez Amsalem, who almost lost his leg in a suicide bomb attack in Gaza. He says that he and thousands of other disabled soldiers will be part of a new reality in Israel.
לראות ברחוב חבר'ה צעירים בלי ידיים, חבר'ה צעירים בלי רגליים.
To see in the street young people without arms or legs, young people with canes or wheelchairs. It's sad that this will appear normal.
ואני חושב שזה
I think this is one of the only things that the entire Israeli society can agree about. There are no disputes about the issue of disabled veterans.
אין שום מחלוקות בעניין של נכי צה"ל.
The past year of war in Gaza has led to a sharp increase in the number of young Israeli soldiers wounded both physically and emotionally. The challenge for the country, with its population of just under 10 million, will be how to first rehabilitate them and then integrate them into Israeli society. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Jerusalem.